guys reckon happens after you die?
Okay, I've got a theory on this. So a while back, somebody told, and again, this is going to seem like a Joe Rogan thing. I think this was before he got hold of it, but it was definitely before I listened to it. But my housemate, who I used to live with, was really into DMT.
Oh, nice.
Huh?
Your brother?
No. We're talking. My brother doesn't do stuff like that. If I was it, I'd say my brother. I wouldn't say my housemate. And
Well,
not
that's
tell
what I
you
thought
it was
was
my
a bit
brother.
weird.
No, I've lived with dozens of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was in Brighton.
Oh,
About 2010, I lived with a guy who was very into DMT.
nice.
And I tried it once. It was fun. Like it was surprisingly like inconsequential really. 5 minutes of visions and stuff. And then it's done. But he told me, and it stuck with me. It's like, oh yeah, apparently it lets loose the hormone that happens like when you're born and when you die. It releases this hormone in your brain stem or whatever. And I thought, okay, maybe that's what heaven is.
Right. It's just fucking tripping balls forever.
You trip balls forever.
Yeah.
At the moment you die, it releases this hormone. It creates this thing that's almost like a DMT trip that's so intense that time seems like to disappear completely. And obviously you die. So you're locked in this instant that feels like an eternity. And in that time, it unlocks all of the knowledge that you've gained over your life that you've had locked away that's not being used, right, by your brain. So it's almost like from being 10%, you then unlock 100% of your mind power.
A bit like the film Limitless.
Yeah, a bit like that, except you're not conscious, you're not doing stuff, you're dead, but because of that instant before you die,
well, and you experience
it because it happens in a second or a fraction of a second, but it feels like it's an eternity. So you access all this information, you get to, because in heaven, right, in the biblical heaven, you see your loved ones, you reconnect with people and you get to do all the things that you love. All that is based on knowledge and things that you've come to appreciate. And also, you'll appreciate things that happened while you were alive that you didn't appreciate necessarily at the time. So you might dream during your life, you might dream of being rich and dream of sleeping with 100 women, whatever it is. But then when you die, you unlock these things that are your experiences, and you're like, oh, actually, like I just want to spend my time with my granddad.
Yeah.
And like living in these memories of things that I've done. And you get to know exactly how many pisses you've taken.
Exactly. There's a number.
Because you've been there for every single piss.
And it just, does that pop up and just stay above your head?
Yeah, you're just like, oh, it was,
378? Fucking hell, man.
That's not many at all.
Have you held it in so much?
How many pisses
What's
would you
going on
take?
with your bladder? That must be massive.
20,000? 50,000?
No, I still think you're lowballing it.
Anyway, you get to find out all this information.
Well, this is
Well,
probably...
you experienced that? When
No,
you
because
took
I'm not
DMT?
dead.
Oh.
Did you listen to this whole thing thinking, whoa?
No, the DMT.
I'm going to take DMT.
I can't believe this happened to him.
Wow. He seems like still pretty normal considering all this stuff's gone on.
He knows how many pisses he's done. That's crazy.
That's why he's so fucking self-important, because he's had this mad experience.
I think, I think there's a little moment where you realise none of this is real and you're all kind of the same shit. You know what I mean?
Well, the Matrix.
Yeah,
when you wake up.
I think you kind of unplug from the Matrix, and then realise that you made the Matrix, and then that you've got other stuff that you need to be getting on with.
You get on with other stuff after you die.
I reckon it's probably.
Well, you go on errands and stuff. You just unplug your head and you're like, gotta go to the shop.
This whole life is probably part of just somebody's daily routine. They wake up, they brush their teeth, they create a universe, and by the end of the teeth brushing, it dissolves into nothingness.
So that's what we are, we're simulation.
Yeah, and then at night they brush their teeth again. It happens again.
And what are they doing between this teeth brushing?
Well, all sorts of things.
Well, they're just going to work and doing life.
Yeah,
But they've got this power to...
Wait, so these incredible beings that create these universes, their universe is exactly the same.
No, they're mundane. It's the toothpaste that you got to look at. The toothpaste has fucking got all sorts in it.
It's really about the toothbrush.
Yeah, that's why they say it clogs your pineal gland, the finasteride. Because
I think that's what the pineal gland is.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
the DMT thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you didn't have the finasteride in the toothpaste, you'd live too many lives.
That's amazing. Any theories, Dom?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
I've taken acid, kind of like DMT in it.
No, not at all.
So psychedelic.
Well, in that respect, maybe, yeah. But I think DMT is a fucking
It's a different animal.
life changing.
Have you taken acid before?
I took acid a couple of times, yeah. But then I got stuck in a phone box for ages.
What?
You're
Yeah.
stuck in a phone box?
Well, basically, when you press the buttons, they made different noises. So I was trying to fucking unlock the secret code or something. I don't know. I was
to
in
get
there.
out of the phone box?
I don't know. Yeah, I was in there for a while.
Wow.
I was like, boop, boop.
Why did you go in a phone box in the first place?
Well, I was tripping balls.
Just thought, I'll go in here.
Um,
This pissy old phone box that no one's used in 25 years.
yeah, in the middle of Bolton somewhere. It weren't good.
No,
Wasn't the
that
best
doesn't sound good.
experience.
Doesn't sound good.
I was talking to my mate for ages, and then I looked across the road, and he'd been over the road the whole time.
That's always weird.
And I
I
was
feel
like-
like, yeah.
I said, "How'd you get over there?" He said, "I've been here. I've always been here." I said, "Always."
That's one of the worst things is when you're. I had that sometimes on drugs where I would be talking to somebody and I put my head up and they're gone.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was having a conversation and they left and I didn't notice, or if the conversation was in my mind.
Yeah, that's the scary bit where
And
you're
that
like,
they just got up and gone because I wasn't talking.
yeah.
When I took it, I went out with a load of comics in London, in the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't know you were meant to put it under your tongue. I just swallowed it.
Oh.
So obviously it didn't affect me at all. And then later on took more, put it under my tongue, and it both hit me at once.
Oh shit!
So it was like 300 milligrams.
Was you mangled? Was you?
It was
I think I
absolutely
only took
fucked, yeah.
half.
I played Angry Birds with my
Angry Burns.
I sat on the sofa playing Angry Birds with my feet.
That's
the walls.
awesome.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
I was there
Get 'em
going.
on camera. Hang on.
I was there going.
Keep the viewership up. There we go.
Wow.
You've just made